Enable notifications by ringing the bell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, due to the fact that we fell behind on Dead Meat, currently we're not going to be doing the Friday the 13th movies because we figured because of a more topical movie that's coming out, The Purge, The First Purge, rather. The First Purge. We figured we would do a trio of Dead Meat videos, and we would release them concurrently day after day after day. So if you're watching this on, I'd say probably, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday, then expect over the next 2 days after this, we will be releasing yet another Dead Meat, focusing on the Purge films.
It's going to come out on, like, Thursday now because you said that.
No.
You jinxed it.
No. I don't know. I mean, there's several things I could do, but we'll see. We'll have to see. All right, so
Have we actually, I know I've seen the first Purge and Anarchy, so
Yeah.
have you seen any of them?
yes, I've seen all of them, except for the first Purge. I haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen the first Purge.
Okay.
I haven't seen the Purge movies, but, like, honestly, most of the things that Dead Meat does, and I watch kill counts of, I haven't seen. I just like watching the kill counts.
Oh, yeah, the kill counts are always
he makes them
entertaining.
fun, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
James
he, like,
is very
explains
good.
the plot enough so that if you haven't seen the movie,
Oh, yeah.
you understand what's going on fine.
Oh yeah, James is very entertaining. I love his style. I love how he's so intricate with his editing, and also the writing on these is also very funny.
Yeah.
Like he throws in some puns that I just never expected, and it's just like wow.
Sometimes there's jokes that are really bad, but kind of like in an endearing way, like there's
Yeah.
bad jokes or something.
Yeah, it happens.
No offense, but
No. Those are good though. I love
Yeah.
those jokes. You know, it's almost like how Mike Myers used to do. You know, Mike Myers would say something that wasn't funny, and then the comedy would come from him realizing that it wasn't funny and his reaction to that not being funny. That's where it often came from. And here it's done in a better manner because he mixes it up with different styles of jokes. You know, there's good running jokes. There's good there's pretty good like dry humor here and there. Like a little bit of like self-referential humor, a little bit of it's the different types of humor that he throws in that I find very entertaining with his reviews of the films and the kill counts as well.
There was this one that I've been watching kill counts over the past few days, and I don't remember where it's from, but he makes a comment that one character's looking kind of bald, and he looks at the camera like, "You gonna go leave him?" Lots of comments too. Yeah.
You see stuff
It's
like that. I
real
love.
funny.
I love those. I love.
I spit out my food. I was like, "Oh my god!"
You know, leave him mean
Were
comments.
people
too?
being mean? He's not going bald.
But they said that he looked like he was starting to go bald.
Yeah,
In
because
comments.
the swirl that you have on the back of your head sometimes, like if you cut your hair too short.
When did we ever see the swirl on the back of his head? He's always
I
facing
think
the
it's just
camera.
because when your hairline starts receding a little bit.
Oh, okay. So I'm hoping I don't go bald like my dad. It starts at the back and works its way forward like
Or
a
when you
plague.
start having a widow's peak and it kind of goes up at the sides a little bit.
Yeah, I've got a widow's peak, and
I'm
I'm
gonna
hoping
Cut
to
it
keep
all off if I start losing hair. So I don't think the man bun can cover a bald spot. It'd be
Yeah,
weird.
you'll go full Baron Corbin. Like I don't know, you probably don't know who that is, but Baron Corbin's a wrestler who for the longest time was rocking this long hair, but he had a bald spot that he was just covering up.
I could do the Hulk
for
Hogan
so
thing
long.
where he just had the just wear the bandana
the bald top and just have
And,
the
like,
long hair.
and then just have the
That
Whatever, bro.
That
Minus the
thing
racism,
that
of
thing
course.
That thing that they make wigs of now, like cheap Halloween wigs, the bandana.
Yeah, that's true.
I do it.
Oh, I'd probably do it. I don't know. I'm gonna be shaving my head here soon because of a certain costume. Which, if you're
Ooh,
unsure
yeah.
of that, then hey, there's a new mailbag opening video and plus a bonus one for everyone out there. So hey, if you want to check that out, then check out our channel. Right down there. It's I believe right here, if I'm referencing right. Straight down, you'll see our emblem. Click there and you'll find it. All right, so anyway, without further ado, let's get into some Dead Meat. This is The Purge, the first Purge movie, starring Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey.
Not the first Purge. The first of the Purge movies.
The first of the Purge films. Okay.
I thought
but
the
the
first
first
one was
Purge
better
movie.
than
Yeah.
the second one I saw.
I think he liked the second one a little bit better, but
Well,
opinions are opinions.
Well, for me personally, I enjoyed, like, the more we've seen of the Purge films, I've enjoyed more and more.
I think
We'll see.
I mean, I'm sure we'll see it in the video. I think the only reason he gave for liking the second one a little bit better is that he wanted to see like what was going on outside this rich family's house.
When I saw the first one, I was like,
Oh, I
wow,
agree.
it was in the house the whole time, and I want to know what's going on outside.
yeah,
But
I
then
think that's his only reason
outside,
for liking.
it also was kind of not what I was expecting, I
Well,
guess.
no, I get that, and personally for me, I wanted to see more of the world as well, but they had such a limited budget, they
Yeah.
couldn't really show, like, the streets and what was going on.
I mean, the
And
Purge
then-
movies always do seem a little bit unrealistic. So you're like, why aren't people stealing stuff or doing stuff besides murder? But I mean, it's a horror movie.
Well,
So,
well, yeah,
you
and
know,
there's also
yeah.
an explanation as to why that is why more murders are happening than
Yeah.
other regular crime.
But
Dang
like, there's
government.
no
Yeah,
other
exactly.
crime.
You see, that's the key. That's the
What'd
kicker.
you say?
Yep. Dang government.
Yeah.
Just running around with death squads killing people.
Yeah, that's it. Because they want the body count to go up because, hey, less mouths to feed, less people
Yeah.
on welfare, blah blah blah, and all that fun stuff.
Thanos was right. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was that. I was making a
Thanos
joke about
did
the Matt
nothing
Pat
wrong.
theory.
Oh God, don't do
Let's not.
that.
Let's not.
All right, so here we go.
Don't leave any comments about that because it's not happening.
All right, so here we go. This is Dead Meat, The Purge.
Movie footage used in the kill count is owned entirely by
Yeah.
the copyright holder.
He actually
That
started
makes
having to
no
do
claim of
this
ownership.
more
Yeah.
because the
Used
Saw,
footage
like the
for
creators of
purposes
Saw,
of
got onto
education,
him. It's just like
Yeah.
people think that you made the Saw movies. It's
Please
like,
support filmmakers
no,
in
I
regards to
What?
filmmaking by
Yeah.
watching the
No,
Purge in
it's-
its entirety
Who
on
the
home media
fuck
or streaming services.
No,
is that dumb?
it's copyright holders. That's why I hate the copyright system in the U.S. I wish it was
Welcome
more.
to Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're starting a new franchise with The Purge, a dystopian film released in 2013.
I'm pretty sure I know where you got that shirt. I'm pretty sure my buddy
modeled
modeled
it
it
in
in
a
a
fashion
fashion
show.
The
show.
fourth film, the prequel to First
Yeah,
Purge,
here,
set
I'll,
to come out
I'll
this
turn that
year
down
on
a
the
little
4th
bit.
of July. The premise of the Purge series is well known by now. Once a year in the United States, for
You
12
wore it
hours,
again
all
for
crime
the,
becomes
for the
legal
July
in order to
4th
let human
Kill
beings
Count video.
release
He was
the
like, yeah,
beast
I'm
and
wearing
get
this
all
shirt
their
a third time
frustrations
again.
out.
What are
Although
you
the
gonna do
Purge
about it?
results in record low crime rates for the rest of the year and a booming economy for the country in general, the films tend to criticize the experiment as being cold, heartless, and way more brutal for poor folk, as opposed to the better off who celebrate the holiday behind high-tech security systems. The Purge is one of those rare movie series where the first
I like
film
he's
is
got the
generally
masks
regarded
back
as
there.
the worst. Maybe because the sequels do a better job looking at the societal impact of Purge Night and feature more interesting
Agreed.
characters than the Sandin family of the inaugural film. But all of these films share at least one thing in common: a high body count. How many kills does the original Purge have? Let's find out and get to them.
Let's do it.
The movie begins with a card of text setting up the situation in America, 2022. Sounds like a pretty sweet place, with crime barely existing. With, of course, the one exception of title card. I mean the Purge. The one exception of the Purge. Then, while Claire de Lune plays quietly over the opening credits, we see a montage of Purge
That's
kills
another thing
throughout
that
the
really
years,
never made
from
sense,
the first
the fact
Purge
that
in
all
2017
crime
to
has
the latest
dropped.
Purge of
I mean,
2021. During this
murders
sequence, I
would
count
make
26
sense.
kills.
No
These
murder
montage
rates,
kills
but
are based
low
on
crime
people
at
who
all.
we see get shot
If
or
nobody's
bodies
doing any
that
other
we see
crimes
lying
on Purge
completely
Night, it doesn't
still.
make
I
much
don't
sense.
include people who
Well,
we see
yeah,
getting
it's-
beat up.
it-
I went
But I
frame
mean,
by
it is
frame
Well-
to get
horror
this
movie, so
number,
suspension
and boy,
of
was it
disbelief.
annoying
Well, yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
so. I also
but
consulted
everyone
other
always
kill
says, like,
counts
there's
and body
theoretical-
counts on the internet, and to be
There's
honest, they have all
theoretical
sorts
like
of different
reasons
numbers
as to
between
why
them. So the important
this would
thing
work
is
and
that
why it
doesn't
wouldn't
really
work,
matter.
and
I don't
you know,
care if your count is different. It's
like,
fine. Driving home
philosophically,
to a
there's no
community
reason
is James
for it
Sandin,
to
played
work
by Ethan
because-
Hawke, who just
But,
got
you
word
know,
that he was the
suspension
top
of
seller of
disbelief.
security
Exactly, it's a
systems at his
film.
company, probably from selling them all to his bougie neighbors like Mr. Kelly here, just one of many rich people looking for safety on Purge Night. In fact, it seems like all the neighbors are real friendly to James and his lovely wife Mary, played by Lena Headey, who is one of the world's best people, and I love her so much. But
She's
neighbor
actually
Grace
really
doesn't.
nice outside of
People
everyone,
may
you
be
know, seeing her as
resentful of the
Cersei.
Sandin family
That's Cersei
success.
Lannister, by the way.
Your husband sold a new security
She,
system.
I'm just telling this to Heather because she doesn't know.
You know, some people are actually saying this neighborhood paid for that new addition on your home.
But listen, Grace, regardless of price, you're going to want some high-end security for your home. Because as we hear from the radio as James drives home, murdering people during the Purge is treated as just a fact of life in this world.
She like didn't react to that.
Virginia, what's your purge plan?
I'm gonna hunt down my boss. That son of a bitch has it coming.
That kind of normalization continues
that's
after
another
James
thing
gets
that
home,
doesn't-
an
that
hour
wouldn't
before
work
Purge
in
time,
the
as
real
Mary
world.
watches the TV.
Like
network.
eliminating
Everyone-
management and all that.
Everyone will be living in fear of pissing off another person, but thinking that they might come after them on Purge Night.
Yeah.
You'd constantly be living in fear and stressed, and people have breakdowns. And, you know.
Yeah.
But
James and Mary
again,
have two children
Suspension
that
of
will be
disbelief.
accountable on this holiest of holidays. First is teenage daughter Zoe, who likes to make out with her 18-year-old boyfriend Henry and do weird growling stuff with it.
Yeah.
That's
Cool,
some
but when she
straight
hears her
shit.
dad get home, she sends Henry on his way because Papa James ain't a fan of how much older Henry is than her. Their other kid is son Charlie,
Did they
who
say
likes to
how old
operate
she
this
is?
weird
18.
voyeuristic camera
Oh, he's
attached to
18.
Sid's baby doll from Toy Story.
Oh, he is
controls it
18?
from a
Yeah.
little
Maybe
secret
he's like-
cubbyhole
maybe she's
that's back
15
behind
or-
his clothes in the
Maybe.
closet.
I don't
He's
know.
real proud of his
Yeah.
barbecued babymobile and his night vision camera that
Barbecued
he tells his mom all
babymobile.
about
Is this Toy
while she
Story?
drinks wine like a mad queen.
Oh.
At dinner, she keeps drinking.
Seriously,
like she's bunkered down
I
in the
think he
Battle of
just.
Blackwater,
I feel
but
like he
maybe
just
that's
made that
to deal
exact
with her
joke.
daughter
He
being
did.
here in
Okay.
Eating dinner.
Yeah.
As Purge o'clock draws near, James does a final check on his neighborhood cameras and gets a gun out of his safe as an extra precaution.
Sorry,
Family
I
huddles
distracted
together
from
as
his joke
James
and
arms
then
the
made
home
the exact
security
same one.
system, which seals their huge house shut like a submarine going on a dive. With that, it's
Urgh!
Purge time. Most weapons are now legal. Some government officials are exempt from the
4 and
rules
lower,
because
like-
of course. And for the
I
next
wanna know
12
what Class
hours,
4
all
is.
crimes, including murder,
Well, that's
are
something-
That's not a real
okay.
thing, is it?
Blessed be
I-
the founding fathers of
I think
America.
that's something that they invented for
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
world.
I
Like,
want to know what Class 4 means in that
The kids
universe.
are in a
I think
solid
Class
mood,
4 is
and
like
Charlie
no
especially
nuclear
seems to have
weapons,
issues with
no
that.
like
He
no
knows about the Purge. But James
cruise
is a real
missiles.
Purge cheerleader.
You're allowed to
He
use
says
guns.
that's
You're
to
allowed to
make the
use
country a better
miniguns.
place.
Because, I
Although,
mean,
judging by her
giant-ass
concerned
machine
looks,
guns
Mary's
loaded
not
on the
quite
back
as
of
much a
trucks
Purge
is
devotee
legal.
as her husband.
So-
Yeah.
Zoe leaves her family to be alone
But
and
not
gets a
like
surprise hand
cru-
over the
you know,
mouth
going
from
and
Henry,
like
who was stowed away
getting a
in her
cruise
bedroom
missile and
suspended
shooting it
against
at a
Purge
building
over.
that's
After
got
a spot of
someone in
dry
it.
humping, Henry
That's
pulls
illegal.
himself away and admits that he's actually there so he can talk to Zoe's dad about their relationship, choosing tonight to
Oh,
do so
talk.
since James won't
It's
be
Purge
able to just
night.
toss him out of the house.
Yeah.
And she
Bill
doesn't
style.
see anything
Meanwhile,
wrong with it.
Charlie's driving his creepy
okay,
baby
go ahead
Terminator
and talk to
around
him.
and sees his dad working in his office as a Purge feed plays in the background. The feed gives us 5 more kills for the list. One person gets shot to
Why
death
would
in
you have
Phoenix,
feed
while the
on?
Staten
That's just
Island feed shows
depressing.
3 bodies on the
Because
ground, and a
maybe
Florida
he's
feed
looking to
shows
see
another.
if
By
there's
the way,
anything
this kind of
near
film
his
how
neighborhood.
I guess-
That's
so,
something.
yeah.
That's something I would do.
Bodies. This isn't fun. When Charlie drives his Bernie baby into the safe room full of monitors, he sees something much more interesting than a bunch of nameless dead bodies. An alive body running down the street and calling out for help.
This guy was
Charlie
great.
sees that ain't
Oh,
no
yeah,
one
I
in this
like him a
neighborhood
lot.
about to help that poor dude out, and after hearing some distant gunfire, he decides to disarm his house to help out the unknown man. The armored plates lift up as Charlie calls for the stranger to come inside, and even though James rearms the security system, the stranger manages to slide into home base just in the nick of time. Safe! James and Mary run in to find their son with the stranger, so James begins to pull out his gun. That's when Henry comes down the stairs and calls out James's name before whipping out his own gun and starting a shootout between the 2 armed men. James lands a hit and knocks Henry down before Zoe rushes out to save the dude who just pulled a gun on her dad. During the chaos, the stranger manages to disappear, and James is straight pissed at Charlie for letting the dude inside their house. James puts his wife and son in the safe room, then heads out to find Zoe so the family can all be together. Instead, he only finds Henry's body dead on the floor and confirms the death by checking his pulse. Unless, you know, Henry's squeezing a ball under his armpit or whatever bullshit y'all said was possible after that Scream 3 fuckery. But the Stansons have a much bigger problem on their
Sherlock.
hands than a dead Romeo. There's a
Man,
big old
it's-
group
Oh,
of
we don't talk
well-dressed
about
people in
Sherlock.
masks approaching their house and staring up into their security
Oh,
cameras. Not the prime
hello.
time programming you want to see on Purge night. The
Y'all
leader
seen
takes
the-
off his
That
mask
dude.
and introduces
I love that
video-
dude.
yeah.
a bunch of good and proper
ahead.
Purgers who are
You've
ready to
seen
cleanse
the
their souls
nostalgia
through murder.
video
He's mad that
on
their
this?
target,
I have
the
not,
stranger,
no.
got
It's
away from
great.
them, and that the
He
Stansons
says
have apparently given
that
him
guy,
refuge inside their home.
Macaulay Culkin, he says the best thing in this movie.
I hate him. Because you're, I mean, I guess you're supposed to hate him.
No, he's designed to hate. I mean, look at him. Such a smug, overbearing
All I
asshole.
can think about is how he's the
He
Home
says
Alone
that if the
kid.
Sandins don't give up the stranger,
What?
before
He is, he's
no,
the Home
no,
Alone
no,
kid.
that's not Macaulay Culkin.
Is it his brother?
No, no.
I swear he's one of them.
Give me a minute.
I swear that's one of
The
them.
power is cut.
No,
The house on
I don't
back
think
of
so.
the
Let-
Has to be.
James admits
let me
that
look.
the
Am I
security
going
system is
crazy?
mostly
That's like a thing that I thought I knew.
He kind of looks like the 12th Doctor's evil little cousin.
James plans to just give the Purgers what they want, even though Charlie's not a fan of that plan. Sorry, Charlie. As his parents hunt through their dark home to find the stranger,
No,
Charlie
his name's
watches on
Reese
monitors
Wakefield, and
Oh,
he's an
okay.
he's an
I have
Australian
no
actor.
idea where that
Credits of
came
a sitcom.
from.
No,
Sorry.
seriously,
It's okay.
I don't know why I thought that was a thing. Edited in sitcom music.
Charlie
are gonna
uses
come
his
after me in
robot
the
baby to
comments,
find the
though, like,
stranger
hey,
before his
why do you
parents
know
do.
this?
And
Just don't
as
read
the
them.
light
You're not allowed to
flashes,
read the
it's the guy
comments
to
on
follow
videos
is
you're
going
in.
to safety
Don't
inside the
read
secret
them.
Closet cubbyhole. Respect, little man. The lead Purger calls James over to the front door for a smarmy little chat. James assures him that this is just a misunderstanding and that he's a huge fan of the Purge and doesn't want to deny anyone that right. But that doesn't stop another Purger from yelling at him to hand over the stranger now. That bit of insolence gets him a bullet to the brain
I
from
don't
the
even
lead
hate him. I
Purger,
think he's
which is
just
why
really
I'm not
fucking
calling him
funny
his credited
unintentionally.
character name of Plight Leader. Shooting your minions is never play, even if they are being rude. In any case, seeing this psychopathic yuppie in action spurs James to redouble his efforts to find the stranger. Charlie continues his VR expedition, and there's a real cheap jump scare when Sister Zoe appears in front of the camera to tell him that she's gonna go hide in Charlie's secret cubbyhole. That's bound to get awkward, and it does in no time, because James walks in on the stranger pressing Henry's gun to Zoe's head, and asking for James to just leave him alone until the night is over. James argues back that if he doesn't give the stranger to the Purgers, they'll kill his whole family.
We don't deserve this. I don't deserve this either.
Eventually, Mary shows up with her own gun, and the stranger tries to make a run for it, but James gets him down and incapacitates him with a gunshot to the stomach. Together, the parents duct tape the stranger and try to tie him to a chair, but the stranger fights back, so James directs Mary to take a letter opener and stab him in his stomach wound. Charlie pleads for his mom not to do it, but she follows orders, and the excruciating pain takes the fight out of the stranger enough for them to tie him to the chair. Still, between her son's disappointment and the stranger's very human eyes casting judgment, Mary begins to have second thoughts about this sacrificial plan.
This is so wrong. This is so wrong.
Charlie runs off, then Mary runs off to follow him, because this movie constantly has these family members needlessly splitting up to inflate the tension and drama. Take, for another example, how after a short convo with her father, Zoe leaves to go off on her own as well. Great! The stranger sees this family drama play out and tells James to just go ahead and save his children.
Take me outside.
That act of kindness changes James's mind about the plan, and he tells Mary he was wrong. Charlie shows up again because the blocking in this movie is completely random and pointless, and James gives him a gun and tells him to hide. Hide from what? Those new weapons that have finally shown up for the Purgers, including a bunch of chains that they're now attaching to the doors and windows of the Sandin home. James's new plan is to defend their house, meaning the final half hour of this movie is going to be a home invasion flick. This final
Maybe that's
act
why I
kicks
thought it was
off
the Home
with
Alone
lead
kid.
Purger reprimanding the Sandins
Maybe.
for failing to give
It's like
them
he's
their
now on the opposite side of.
I honestly don't know why I thought it was him. That's confusing.
To serve our need to purge. So I bid thee farewell, sweet Sandins. Release the beast
cocks the
boys,
gun.
let the killing commence.
A truck revs up and rips away the armored walls of their security
I don't
system.
know.
So with
I
one
can't
final
figure out if they
loving
meant
look,
him
the
to be
Sandins
so
split up to
fucking
kill some
funny,
home
but he
invaders.
is.
The Purgers begin to
I
infiltrate
think
the
it's
house,
sort of that
firing
uncanny
guns,
valley
sweeping
that they were
down the
going
hallway with
for.
machetes.
Yeah.
Anything to put those
I
creepy masks
feel like
to
they
good
wanted
use.
him to
One
be
of them does a
unnerving
big old
more
jump
than
scare on
funny,
Charlie in the
though.
laundry
Yeah.
room. But before he can kill the kid,
I
he
mean,
gets
it
shot
doesn't
5
work
times from
against the
behind by
movie,
James
but
with his handgun,
I
putting down
feel
the
like
first
it's not what
Purger
they
of the
intended,
film,
but
but
maybe it
definitely
was,
not
I
the
don't know.
last. James puts Charlie back in the safe room, then heads out with this crazy-looking shotgun that he uses to shoot another Purger to
that-
death
is that
with
how
in
you hold
short
a
order.
shotgun?
2 down.
That if
Oh,
you have
no,
that,
it has hands
if
on
you
it.
have that type of handle,
Okay,
that top grip handle like that,
I didn't
you
know I
you
didn't
press
know
it
has,
forward.
I didn't know how, I didn't see how to handle. I thought it was just he was just like holding the top of the gun. Like,
That's
weird.
weird.
Burn you?
What?
Holding the top of the gun when there's no handle, just like if you hold the barrel like that.
You can, but it depends on the type of steel you have.
Yeah, I
If
guess
you have
so.
steel that doesn't, it depends on how much you fire
Yeah.
too. You fire enough bullets, or you fire enough shells, you're eventually going to have like a lot of heat on it.
And use the
Yeah.
Lady Purger's axe to hack him in the back, which I would count as a kill regardless, but just in case you're not convinced these 2 male Purgers are dead, James double taps both of them with his shotgun, ensuring their rightful places on the kill count. Right about
Yep.
now, you're probably rooting for James, so it's a shame that he rounds a corner,
Blah.
straight to the lead Purger and a knife in the belly. The obnoxious prick of a lead Purger whispers douchey words into James's ear as he lays him on the ground, probably reciting some passages from Atlas Shrugged, before he exits the room and leaves James bleeding on the floor by himself. From a safe spot in the room with all the
Good night,
monitors,
sweet
Charlie
prince.
watches as the Purgers hanging out around their house get shot to death
No, I
by
remember
the
in the
Sandin family's
nostalgia
neighbors, who seem to be
video,
walking with quite a
they were
purpose
like
towards the
laughing
house.
because
Good thing
he
they're there,
thanked
because
him.
Mary gets
They like
jumped by a
counted
couple
off
of
the
masked Purgers who
douchey
tickle torture her
sociopath
and
killer
get ready to kill her
stuff.
with a machete before the neighbors open
Like
fire on this
thanking
pair as
him,
well, killing
comforting
them
him
with
as
a
they
bunch
lay
of
him
shots from
down.
their handguns. The neighbors
Yeah.
are catching up to James's KD pretty quickly. They get even more kills after walking away from Mary, since we hear them fire their guns into a couple of squishy targets off screen, along with some bodies falling. Mary recovers and finds her husband bleeding on the floor, and after crying out for her children, is joined by Charlie. That's when lead Purger shows up to finish the job off and murder the whole lot of them. But as you probably guessed, he gets shot to death before he's able to do so. This time the shooter isn't a neighbor showing up out of nowhere, it's Zoe showing up out of nowhere. I'm glad the lead Purger is dead and all, but the movement of these characters drives me insane. Oh well, at least the family is reunited just in time for James to die from that little prick's big prick with a knife. Yep, top billed Ethan Hawke just bit the big one and joined the kill count. What's even left to happen here? How about some payoff for that line from Grace earlier about the neighborhood being jealous of the Sandins? Because these neighbors aren't on a rescue mission.
Truth is, you're ours, not theirs.
Grace directs the rest of the neighbors to tie up Mary and the children so they can all get murdered right now. Mary fights with a fervor for her children, since some would say her love for them is her only redeeming quality. Well, that and her cheekbones. But it's no use. They all get tied up anyway, as Grace explains why they need to vent their hatred on this purgy night.
Why made so much money off of us, and then you just stuck it in our faces?
Lena Headey puts in an
Oh
amazing
God, weak suburban commentary. Suck every inch of my ass.
They came to kill them in their evening wear.
So they recite
Yeah.
prayer to the
Their
new-founding
fancy
fathers
dinner
and
wear.
prepare to kill the remaining Sandins.
Well, at
That's
least
when
the
the
women
stranger
did.
shows up. He knocks one dude out and, after grabbing
God, I
Grace,
love
shoots
this guy.
Mr.
He's
Kelly
like the
to
best
death
thing
with
in
a
the movie.
handgun. Should have stayed in that secure home you paid for, Mr. Kelly. Apparently, the stranger managed to untie himself from the chair and I guess hide during the big Purger battle that took place. Now he directs the neighbors to free the Sandin family before holding the duplicitous friends at gunpoint. He tells Mary that it's her choice whether or not he kills them, but Mary says no.
Oh, you're going to kill us. Doesn't matter. We are going to play the rest of this night out in motherfucking peace.
Cut to morning,
Thank
where
you.
it's T-minus 2 minutes until purge time is over. It
This
must have
end
been
was
a
so
real
weird.
awkward night sitting around the table, huh? When Mary gets distracted
end
by
always
her dead
makes me
husband's
cringe. I
body,
don't know
Grace
why
makes
it's
a final
this,
grab for the gun, but Mary
Whack! Oh, I love that.
No more killing tonight!
As Grace's nose
Oh,
bleeds
God,
like a
that always
faucet,
makes
a
me
loud
cringe
siren
so
blares,
bad.
signaling the
What,
end of
the-
Purge
The
2022.
nose
Mary
smashing, I
evicts
don't
the
know
neighbors
why
from
it
her
is,
house,
but-
thanks the stranger
Well,
for his help.
I don't know why
He
it's
leaves
that
with a
out of
simple
everything
message.
else, but
Look,
I just can't
heck,
stand
good luck
it.
finding
People,
another
like,
neighborhood
smash
to move
the
to
doors.
Well,
as good as
well, yeah,
school.
I've been punched in the nose plenty in my life, and it's just like it hurts.
I ever have.
News broadcast
Be thankful.
I don't think I've ever
this has
been
the most
punched.
successful purge
I'm not
yet.
the
Now,
kind of kid that got
obviously,
into
such
fights
an
as a
insane
kid.
premise for the film
I mean,
is gonna
punch,
net
like,
us a
in
bunch
the
of
face.
kills.
I know, I'm just
And
being
don't-
silly.
Let's find
I'm
out.
just joking around. I ain't gonna hit you.
I never,
I'm against
like,
violence
I never
like that.
got into fights as a kid. I was like not that kind of
I
kid.
counted 47 deaths in the Purge, which would be a new record if not for that bastard Belko. I'm not going to try to discern the genders of all those security cam deaths, so of the on-screen deaths that I could figure out, there were 11 dudes and 3 ladies for the victims. That comes out to this pie chart, with the majority of the victims unknown. Sorry. With a runtime of 95
gotten
minutes,
kinda,
we had a
like,
kill on average
not
just
caring about the
every
pie
2
charts lately.
minutes.
It's
Wow,
funny.
Reed. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to
He's
the
like, "Here's a
Purger
pie
who
chart,
gets
whatever."
hacked in the back, I guess, because it was something different. Dull machete for lamest kill? Take your pick. Let's say this guy. Sure. Everyone just gets shot in these movies, man. And that's it. The Purge was released in 2013 and quickly became part of the cultural zeitgeist, with references to it everywhere, including an entire episode of Rick and Morty, which, no, I'm never going to kill count, so don't ask. I will kill count the sequel, The Purge Anarchy, next Friday. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching this week's Kill Count. I want to thank a couple of patrons like Kenny Seawall and Sam G. Films. I gotta ask you all to check out this new project I'm in that just launched. It's called D&D, and it's a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I play a bard in it. Just click up there.
A bard?
Just click up
Yay!
there to take you to a link with more information. There's also info in the description below. Episodes are gonna come out every Monday and
cool.
Wednesday. All right, be good people.
All right, you know, I've actually thought about doing a barbarian for like think about that. A barbarian, like a bard and a barbarian.
Oh.
A barbarian. It's like not I was gonna say Crixus, but that's actually like an old Greek hero. But I'll think of like a Beer Smash the Barbarian.
That's so
Or
weird.
Beardy the Barbarian. just like he'll come out and just be like sing songs about how he's going to smash you to pieces, and he's just like, I will crush your skulls on the pavement.
He writes songs about his own exploits.
Yes, it's like I killed an entire legion of men, all because they didn't pay their side of the bill. Yeah, so I'll probably do that if I ever.
Sounds like a dumb but fun idea.
Welcome to D&D.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh. So honestly, I'm happy that James has done the Purge movies. When I saw the first Purge movie, I thought it was okay. I thought it was, good, silly fun. You had such a good crazy stupid villain with the lead Purger. And then you had the twist at the end with the neighbors coming out. But I'll say this. That's some pretty weak suburban commentary right there. It's just like, you added an addition onto your house just to rub it into our faces. It's just like, it's their property. They can do whatever the hell they want. It's not rubbing it in your faces. Them rubbing it in your faces and saying is them coming over and saying, "Hey, tell you what,
like our new edition?
You like our new edition? You like it? You like it? Here's a picture of our new edition. Here's all the pictures of the inside.
Here's a picture for you to hang it up. I'll put it in a frame for you."
I guess it was just like their pent up anger, whatever, at having to pay them for security.
It seems silly, but like my buddy, I'm watching his house right now. His neighbors have gone bananas, like a lot of them. Like I could see them doing something like that.
Well,
I think it's just
have they lost their peel or what?
I think it's just
they said they've gone banana.
They know that they've like done a lot of business with those people for security, and then they see an addition go up and they're like, "That they're using our money to put that up."
It's like, yeah, you paid them for a service.
That's how this works.
That's called, that's the system of money in capitalism. I mean, it's not all supposed to be equal because you want it to be. It's like, look, as much as I wish I had Bill Gates' money, Bill Gates, he came up with Microsoft. He came up with...
I think it's just an excuse they made up in their own heads.
I guess.
To kill them.
I guess. It's just stupid. So stupid. Such a stupid reason to want to kill somebody, in which... okay, as the films have gone on, though, I've come to sort of not fully repurpose the first film, but I've come to reimagine the first film as sort of, instead of, being, this one home invasion movie, instead, it's a singular case study of the entire Purge scenario, which, seeing the second and third films, I now have more of a grip of, and thus... the first film I actually see in a better light now. It's still good, silly fun, but honestly, it's sort of boring with the kind of kills you get, because everybody dies by gun, like James said. I mean, where's the and I know why they did mostly guns. I guess
that's what would happen, but
well, I know why they did it, because of the budget they had. I forget how much of a budget they had, which let's see. Actually, let's do a quick Wikipedia.
It was pretty small.
Oh, yeah. But still, it's just like, wow.
The idea was really good, but I feel like it got poorly executed.
There it is. An American dystopian horror film. Let's see. How much of a budget did we get? $3 million. Which, in terms of Hollywood, that's a paltry amount. That is below paltry.
Yeah.
That's
Can
actually...
you, compare it to, I don't know,
sequel, maybe?
Compare it to Army of Darkness, then compare it to The Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
$11 million.
They pretty much quadrupled the budget, pretty much. So, Army of Darkness, I think it had, let's see.
Because that'll help me understand how much $3 million actually means. Which I know Army of Darkness is old, and there's but...
Food Fight was made with
$11 million.
Oh, they had less than Army of Darkness, because even with, normal inflation or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do know that Food Fight was made with $65 million.
It's because it was all sponsorships. It was all sponsorships just to have their crap in that one movie.
I know.
So stupid.
So they made The Purge with less than That's actually kind of messing me up a little bit.
Yeah.
They had like a fourth of the budget.
They had nothing.
Of Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Well,
how much was Evil Dead's now, out of curiosity?
Evil Dead, I think it was like
the old one, obviously.
Like $500,000, maybe. There we go. Evil Dead. Where's the first one?
Oh, it doesn't say.
Oh,
there it is. Financing.
For the first Evil Dead movie, the total. Oh, so.
Not even $500,000.
Yeah, not even $500,000. Like 350.
So
listen to 400,000.
They had somewhere between Evil Dead and Army of Darkness budget.
Well, yeah, I think Evil Dead 2... Let's actually see what Evil Dead 2's budget was. Evil Dead 2 actually had a lot more of a budget than the first one. This was when, 3.6 million.
So it's about the same as Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 had a little more.
Yeah, which... Evil Dead 2, I will say, is probably my favorite outside...
I like it.
Yeah, I'd say Evil Dead 2 is probably my favorite of the Evil Dead series. The Purge... to me, has only gotten better as time has gone on, because...
I mean, that would make sense. They've gotten, like, a bigger budget and figured out what they kind of wanted to do with it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the newest one. Like, what is it, Election or whatever?
Yeah, Election year, and then the newest one, the first Purge, which is out now.
Is that even out yet? I don't
think it's out. It came out July 4th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it came out... Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Well, the reason... Go ahead.
Yeah, but...
It came out on July 4th. It's like...
Kind kind of.
Because the Purge is supposed to be like the rebirth of America.
I
It's
guess.
Like the new founding fathers.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see it like once it can be rented for home.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think James said he was gonna kill count it as soon as it came out on DVD.
Well, of course. I mean, that's usually what he does. He waits until it's
Yeah.
out on DVD because then it's like easier to procure, and it's also legal to procure for home use and all that. Which.
And then he can, go through it and count the kills and stuff.
Oh,
which
yeah.
He'll probably have to do because I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of bodies to freeze frame and count.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him having to do that.
Oh, it's
He likes it, or he wouldn't be doing it.
He loves what he does.
He likes kill counting. He hates when there's a wide shot with tons of bodies laying around. He's got to go through and pick them out. But I mean, that's just a small part of it. It's the part he doesn't like, but he likes the rest of it.
He hates that one movie with Samuel L. Jackson and friggin' Tommy Lee Jones. I forget the name of it. But In the Line of Fire.
Yeah.
Or not In the Line of Fire. Dang it, I forget the name of it. But there's this one scene where these people are getting shot. These soldiers are getting shot at from a crowd. Mm-hmm. So the entire group comes up. The entire soldier group comes up and mows down the entire crowd below them. And like a freeze frame on that, it's easily over 100 dead.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sheesh. There's some like if he ever does like an epic movies kill count, God help you, James, because that's a lot of bodies.
It was one of the Purge sequels. It's either this next one or Election Year, when he's just like, come on, guys, because like it shows like more of that camera feed. It shows like countless bodies. He's like, what?
Yeah. Oh God.
He's so upset.
Oh yeah. Well, he has every right to be.
Yeah.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode of Renegades React. This was Dead Meat: The Purge, as in the original Purge movie. And I gotta say, critical breakdown of the original Purge movie has gone up over time as we've expanded more into the Purge world. And I gotta say, I'm actually very happy with how this all turned out. And if you all are interested in seeing the original kill count videos that we're going to be watching over these next few days, then feel free to check down below in the description, and you will find the links to Dead Meat. You will see the originals on his channel. Check them out. Give them a like. Give James a subscribe. He deserves every good thing that comes his way because he is killing it right now. And well, if you want to see more of us, there's our Patreon and our Discord where you can check us out. And also, don't forget to check out this lady's channel over here, Heather.
Oh,
her channel's down there as well.
I've got a shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And well, that's going to do it. Until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Heather.
Micah.
And we'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.
We have not once explained where Hannah came from.